on live.
We're going to touch up really quickly.
This is backstage to, which is my home away from home, for 8 years now, and each year it gets bigger and bigger.
This is American Idol.
We are backstage in Los Angeles at the #1 television show in the country, American Idol, with the controversial, unsinkable Paula Abdul, for a backstage tour and a no-holds-barred interview.
And this is where we all kind of congregate right before the show, and then the judges, we walk up behind the curtains and the doors open up and we're like this, and Simon grabs my hand and messes with me.
Please welcome your judges.
Simon, of course, is Simon Cowell, who for 8 seasons has played her foil, supporter,
You were actually funny.
Shut up, Simon.
You were.
and tormentor.
You just
I'm not accusing you. Simon, I don't have a problem saying anything in front of your face.
Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. I'm more nervous about what is he gonna try to do to mess me up.
The possibilities are endless, it seems, in that regard. There was the night just a few weeks ago he drew a mustache on her. And just this week, he was at it again.
Sorry, Chris, I have no idea what that meant.
He shops in women's.
Anyway.
No, he doesn't.
No worries.
Chris, Paula.
She certainly worked hard to earn her seat at the Idol table as the nice judge.
There's no doubt America is loving you right now.
From her days as a Laker girl to award-winning choreographer and top-selling recording artist. 20 years ago, her single, Straight Up, went all the way to #1.
Lots of folks have talent. Not very many of them have 6 #1 singles.
You know, it's funny with the 6 #1 singles. I was a girl who was told, I'll never make it. You're too short. You don't have the right skin color. Your hair's not the right color. I was always told I'm either too much, I'm not enough, or they'd overlook me completely.
No one's overlooking her now, especially not her nemesis, Simon.
I will bow to the god of Paula Abdul.
For more than 20 million viewers every week, their on-screen antics are a key to the show's success.
He's a bully. That's, you can't take that away. He's the masterful bully.
You look a little odd. Your dancing is terrible. The singing was horrendous. And you look like one of those creatures that live in the jungle with those massive eyes.
So of all the egos, is Simon's the biggest?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. The first day that I went to work on season 1, I quit 7 times. 7 times.
Why?
I just couldn't take the pain that I saw. And I think being an artist who's had success, it is very vulnerable when you are the talent. And when someone attacks you with criticism that isn't constructive at sometimes, it's hard to take.
Also hard to take were allegations 4 years ago that she was having an affair with a contestant, Corey Clark. That got her in real trouble, a charge she denied and the show dismissed after an investigation. But it was the start of a difficult time for her. 10 months after Corey Clark made his claim, rumors of Paula drinking on Idol erupted. The night she foolishly repeated some gibberish Simon told her.
The moth who finds the melon
No, finds the cornflake.
finds the cornflake always finds the melon. And one of you didn't get the right part.
After the show, the press pounced. Simon, she says, added fuel to the fire.
He's like, now you know what in her Coca-Cola cup, what? It's not Coca-Cola. All of a sudden, unbeknownst to me, I am now part of a funny joke that's gone so far.
But when her reality show, Hey Paula, hit the airwaves nearly a year and a half later, something did seem terribly wrong.
I need help. Do you guys understand that, or do I need to explain more?
I want to talk to you about some of the video that's out there. I mean, including the Paula reality show.
Oh, yes.
Mistake?
I honestly think it was the biggest mistake.
Why'd you do it?
it was about celebrating all the many hats that I wear that you don't see on American
But
Idol.
that's
It all changed. It all changed, and it
because
started.
with respect, you look many times during this broadcast. Loopy would be the nicest way to put it.
Sex pot, let me tell you that. And every man's gonna want to smell that.
When I looked at these tapes all together,
When I looked at him, I couldn't believe what I'm seeing.
I said to myself, what would Paula say about this girl that she was looking at?
I tell you, I was
That
angry.
the
I was full
girl
of
that you
rage.
see on the tape looks like she needs help from somebody.
I've never been addicted to any prescription drugs. I've never been drunk. I have worked my whole life. I sacrificed being a normal girl and not having the ability to have proper relationships, not being able to be a mom, a real mom. I am fortunate and feel completely blessed, but I'm not the girl that's in those tapes. That is plotting, scheming, and editing, and I understand the power of the media.
But on the reality show, there are lots of moments where you don't look like you're really there. Your eyes are closing, your head is falling back.
Because I'm falling asleep and a camera's on me? I don't have anything that's shameful. I don't have anything to be embarrassed about. That was not accurate documentation of my life.
There are some pretty weird moments on Idol as well. This one a year ago.
David, you are ridiculous. I want to squish you, squeeze your head off, and dangle you from my rearview mirror.
Paula's explanation for her sometimes unusual behavior, she's wiped out, exhausted, and in excruciating pain from a neck injury she suffered, she says, in a plane crash back in 1992, an injury she hid at the time.
I didn't want anyone to feel bad for me. I didn't want anyone to count me out. And the worst thing I could have done is been silent about it. I would never do that again.
Over the past 17 years, she says, there have been 15 surgeries.
Where are the scars? Look at you. There's one good one.
And they're kind of hidden.
All right, take a look.
Nevertheless, Paula says Simon's joke that she was drinking on the air seemed to stick.
I've never been drunk in my life, ever. Never, ever. And all of a sudden now, my credibility, my reputation, everything that I've worked so hard since birth is questionable, and not even questionable. People are adamant that what he said is true.
Well, people are still adamant that what he said is true. There are a lot of people who still think you're covering up. There are a lot of people who think, accept the idea that you had pain over the course of all these years.
True.
And have tried to deal with that pain by taking prescription drugs, not recreational drugs. And that through exhaustion and pain and prescription medication.
I had a broken neck. I had to take nerve medicine for my spinal cord. But I would not take medicine that altered my mood.
Are you sure?
I'm telling, let me explain to you. Because of the pain though, I lost hours and hours, hundreds of hours of sleep. Sometimes on the road, I'd be up the entire night. I could not find a comfortable place to sleep. Everything was so painful.
In fact, it got so bad, Paula says she had her doctors go to speak to Idol producers and explain that she was in chronic pain.
The doctor said to the producers, when this is happening, be mindful of it and respectful that she may start chattering away with her teeth because the spinal cord fluid, or if she hasn't slept, she's got to feel confident and comfortable that she lets you know, I have not slept. Therefore, cover me and protect me. It's not my fault. Well, they say that they did, and I say, well, that's questionable.
So, I guess my question to you is, I mean, there'd be no dishonor in taking pain medication if you're in pain.
I'm not, I have to, I just came out of my 15th surgery. I have to take
Vicodin, Oxycontin, those drugs?
No. We will not take those drugs. And you can check my medical records. There is nothing like that. I'm off every single. I never was on OxyContin or Vicodin or any of that. I was on nerve medicine and anti-inflammatories.